Hello everyone. Today's session we're going to explore trying out some yoga practice with a partner. So this might be a nice thing to do with brother or sister, mum and dad, just having a little explore at our yoga poses and how we can really enjoy having our yoga practice together. So we're going to start, as we start usually in yoga, with our breath practice, but we're even going to do that together, and we're going to come to sit back to back. So get yourself really nice and close. So you've got a nice straight back, lovely. You've got a really nice straight back, and we're going to take turns in having our breathing practice. So I'm going to do it first of all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask my partner to just breathe normally and to notice the movement of me when of my body when I breathe more deeply. So I'm going to start taking some deeper breaths in and out, and then my partner can notice that sensation of the other person. So there's a real focus for the partner to focus on the movement. So we'll start with the deep breathing of one of you. So starting to breathe in deeply. And out completely. Breathing in. Feel expansion when you breathe in and when you breathe out. Relaxing, drawing the belly button back. One more time. Breathing in. And breathing out. And now it's your partner's turn for them to do the deep breathing and for you to notice. So you can notice that lovely rhythm as they're breathing in and out, using all your focus, all of your attention on your partner. So sitting up nice and straight, back together, and then your partner to start to breathe in deeply and out completely. Again, when you're ready, in and out. One more beautifully deep in breath and out breath. Lovely. And let's come to sit next to each other. Okay, you can do your warm-ups either sitting next to each other, or you could face each other, so we have mirroring going on. So it's quite a nice thing to do facing each other, so you get some eye contact. So we'll have a go at doing some eye contact warm-ups. So I'm going to say it, but have some space in between you, because we're going to do a forward bend and you don't want to bang heads. So starting by sitting nice and tall. Relax the knees, relax the shoulders. We're going to breathe in and stretch up. Breathe out, stretch wide. Breathe in, place one hand down. Breathe out and fold. Breathe in, place the other hand down. Breathe out and fold. Lovely. Breathe in, come back to centre. Breathe out, see if you can still gaze at your partner while coming forward. Breathe in, back to centre. Breathe out, place the hands just behind you, pressing the hands in, maybe looking up to the ceiling for an open chest, back bend. Lovely. Let's try again, linking fingers this time. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Side bend, breathe in and coming forward, breathing out. Can we, oh lovely, all the way down, lovely. Breathe in when you're ready, back to centre, breathe out. Can we go for a really big back bend this time? Taking the knees to the ground, lovely back bend if that's comfortable. And back, seated. Well done. So we can shuffle forward a little bit, coming a bit closer to our partner. And we're going to just give each other some attention. We're going to do a mirror practice here. where we both hold the hands up facing each other. They're not touching, they're just facing. And one of you is going to lead the way of the movement, and the other one will follow. Let's have a go. So you can do it in any way you like. Take it nice and slowly. So we're not trying to be in competition with the partner. We're trying to take it nice and easy so that it really does seem like they are your mirror image. And then your partner can lead and you can follow. Take it nice and slowly. I'm really having to concentrate here. Well done. Lovely. Well done. So let's go back to our yoga stretches. We're going to take the forearm of your partner. So yeah, have a little bit of space so that the arm's quite nice and stretched out. And then we're going to stretch the other arm above your head. And we're going to come into a side bend here. So we'll be going in the opposite direction. So coming over to the side and back to centre. Lowering the arm, taking it to the side. This time we could maybe add the breath, so we could breathe in as we stretch up. Way up above your head and out as we fold. And breathe in, palm to centre and out, lower the arm. Okay, let's keep this arm connected, these arms connected. And now we're going to take the arm out wide. The spare arm is out wide. And then we're going to look at that arm and take it behind us. So we're going to keep looking at the arm as we come into a nice open twist. Let's come back. Following the hand, following the hand. Hold on again. And then take the other arm wide. Let's watch it. Watch it go out wide and watch it come back again when you're ready. Out as far as you can behind you. And back again. All the way back to centre. Lovely. Well done. Okay, so we're going to have a little go at doing some slightly stronger poses now. And I'm going to demonstrate the poses using myself as the base or the support for the pose. And that works quite well if you've got two people, if you're working in partner with somebody who's a different height to you, a different size to you. So I'm going to act as the base, and if you can get the smaller person to turn around. If you're roughly the same size, then both of these next two poses would work for both of you trying them out, either facing or having the back to. But I'll show you it's with me acting as a support. So I'm going to come forward a little bit so you can see both of us. And I'm also going to come to lie down. So my partner's has gone onto his knees, is kneeling, and I'm going to go quite close to his back, lying down. So it's quite a nice pose for the person who is acting as the support too. And my partner is going to come up onto high knees, and we're going to try and have a little go at a camel pose. And camel pose is quite a strong back bend, but this one is really lovely because the partner gives quite a lot of support. So I'm going to very gently place my feet into the base of his back. So it's into that little dip at the back and the top of the bottom, and then try and grab hold of his hands. And very slowly, you don't need to bring the head back, you can if you want to. So it's absolutely up to you if it feels comfortable to bring the head back. But really what we're doing here as the base person is supporting, come back up and just down to lower knees, is we're supporting the person who's coming into the camel pose. We're supporting and showing them where the movement is happening. And it really helps when we do this pose, when we're pressing into that lower part of the back gently, that it helps them open their chest and have a really nice lift to the pose. So let's try it one more time. So coming onto high knees if you're in front, and very gently placing your feet into the lower back, holding onto their hands, and then maybe you can flatten back down again and they can come back. Lovely. And as you can see, his upper body's really nice and upright, even though there's a lovely curve to the back. And you can rest in child's pose as you come out of that. Person lying on their back can have a nice little roll from side to side. So now we're going to bring ourselves to a squat facing each other. We can do that from kneeling. So if you come to face me, Felix, and starting to draw the hands onto the floor, taking one foot up and then the other. And we're going to come into a squat with the heels raised, and we're going to take the opposite arm. And from here we get to have a nice long back, so getting yourself up really nice and long. Taking that arm out again, so your arm's going out to your side, and we're going to watch the arm as we go out into a twist with the squat. Come back again, take hold of the opposite arm and round to the other side. Back to centre. Lovely. Come down to sit. Your feet are together, your knees are up, and we're going to explore boat pose. So holding onto your partner's hands, we can really start to move a bit closer. And then let's see if in this position we can raise a foot up. So if you're finding that it's a bit tricky to do, what you can do is that your arms are coming towards each other, not holding. And we could try by lowering that foot and raising the other. Keep that lovely long back. Lowering, and let's see if we can have a go with both. So it's a bit like you're doing boat pose, but you have the other foot against yours. So let's see if we can come into boat pose. Place your hands on the floor and raise one foot and then the other. And then let's see if you can let go and have your arms. Really feeling it in your core so that you're still quite nice and upright. And then as you come down, lower the feet, and flop all the way over the legs so that we're really taking the spine in a lovely forward fold. Lovely. So the next pose we're going to do is relaxing for both of you for completely different reasons. It's sometimes known as lizard on a rock, and we're going to try that now. So for this pose, we are going to go back to back again. So if we both turn round, I'm going to start by showing you the larger person, the taller person, as the base again, and then we're going to have a swap. So first of all, I'm going to come into child's pose. The other person, while sat, can have the legs in front of them or cross legs. It's completely up to you how you do this. You can explore and play to find out what's most comfortable. So I'm going to come down into a child's pose. And then my partner can start to relax on my back. And if it is the smaller partner, you could even possibly lie right across. You can actually come and sit on my lower back. Lovely. And start to lie down. Lovely. So I'm going to support you all the way down. Lovely. And then you can let your arms drop and just relax. Now for me, this is also a really nice pose because it's actually giving me a little squish in child's pose, really settling me into the ground. Take a few deep breaths here. Lizard on the rock, having a little sunbathe on top. And then very slowly with control, the person who is in child's pose can start to ease up and you can start to come back to your seated position. Okay, now you can do this with the taller person coming back too, because it's really nice to give the other person a little squeeze. But obviously on this occasion, you need to be a bit more careful that you're easing yourself down and that you're checking in with your partner. So if you come into child's pose, if the smaller partner comes into child's pose, that you can come back a little bit. I've got a little bit of space here. Lovely. Lovely. Okay, and I'm going to keep my legs long, so I'm not going to go onto his back, but I am going to try to ease my way back. And I'm going to do that by keeping my hands on the floor so that any weight I put down, press down, is done very gently. Is that okay for you?
Yeah.
Lovely. So you can either let your head, you let yourself look at the ceiling, or if you want to be a bit more gentle on the neck, carry on looking straight ahead. So it's a lovely back bend for me, and a nice little squish for the partner. Now, I'm going to invite my partner to stay where he is while I come up. And then I'm also going to show you another technique, another way to give that lovely press down feeling for your partner without actually lying on top of them. And that would be to allow them to come into child's pose, so your hands are down by your feet. That's it, lovely. And the area that we're wanting to feel that slight bit of pressure is the lower back and the upper. And you can actually have a little press around. Is that okay for you? Yeah. So giving them a little bit of pressure in child's pose. Allowing them to enjoy that lovely sensation of coming more deeply into the pose. Okay. Lovely. And then slowly curling up. Out. So to finish our practice, we're going to have a seated meditation. And again, this could be done facing each other or next to each other. It's completely up to you. You could even do it back to back in the same way that we did our initial breathing. But we're going to come and sit cross-legged if it's nice and comfortable for you to do so. And we're going to place the hands onto the knees with the palms turned upwards. We're going to use a mantra for this final relaxation, and the mantra is, peace begins with me. As we say each word, I'm going to invite you to press your thumb into the first finger, and then the next finger on the next word, and then the next, and the next. So we'll have a go at it together. It's a lovely way to bring your focus back to you, back to something quite nice and calm, and having a moment of relative stillness. So, palms faced upwards. Either gently close the eyes or lower the gaze. Relax the shoulders back and down. And take a deep breath in and out. And now we're going to start our mantra. Peace begins with me. Again. Peace begins with me. One more time. Peace begins with me. Now whisper it. Peace begins with me. Again. Peace begins with me. One more time. Peace begins with me. Now just think it. Again. One last time. Rest the hands, palms face downwards, blink the eyes open. Let's have a big stretch up and over the head, bringing the hands back to the heart, and finish the same way we do every time with our Namaste.